Hello out there, you wonderful people. This is Andre, the Game Idea Guy. Thank you once again for lending me your time and your ear and listening into another Gamer's Thoughts video from me. And this time I'm going to be talking about Nintendo Labo. So, the concept is actually quite interesting. And I pretty much immediately got excited because back in the day, as a kid, I used to play with cardboard boxes. Mostly with like my action figures, use them and like make play sets out of them, like make unique play sets out of them, and add them to the play sets I already had with my action figures, which was something that my older brother got me into doing. Like I'd build play sets with like Legos and then use my the cardboard boxes I had left, like big cardboard boxes that I had left over to like make buildings and skyscrapers and stuff. And then use that with the actual play sets that I had. So I had a lot of stuff to play with back then. I used to make swords out of cardboard. Used to make look like Mega Man, like arm cannons and stuff out of cardboard. And like Nintendo's taken that concept and added it to video games, which, again, to me, that is an awesome concept. I like that idea. I've always liked the idea of having a real world implementation or item that you can use that affects your video game that isn't just a standardized controller. But not everybody was on board with that. But looking at what Nintendo has done or has set up with Labo, and I'm like, I know that it's pricey. Looking at it, people are like, oh, that variety set is I think it's what, $70, and then the robot set is like $80. So you're paying for the software as well as the specific cardboard kit that comes with it. And people are acting like you're just paying for the cardboard box. You don't need the software at all. The software does nothing, which is stupid to think. I'm sorry. The software is there for a reason, and it has specific configurations for each set that the software utilizes and that you have to set up. But that said, I like the idea behind it. And I don't think that it should just be left to a kids thing. Now, I'm not saying that Nintendo should take Labo as it currently is and just make more Labo stuff and then make it say it's for adults. No. What they need to do is keep Labo, make sure Labo stays a family-friendly thing. Labo itself stays family-friendly. But what I would love to see them do is take this concept a step further and add it to their other IPs and things, and then make it so that third parties can also utilize the same thing and make their own games for it. Which this really, honestly, it's basically Nintendo adding VR to the Switch without actually adding VR to it. Like, think about it. They're more or less adding touch and feel VR rather than eye level VR, where you're not just strapping a box to your head. You're able to basically interact with the game and actually touch the things that are basically, you have your hands on the items that are on the screen. It's not like you're just waving a wand around and the character in the game is just holding on to it. You yourself, in a sense, are holding on to these items. You yourself, in a sense, are interacting with these items. So it's more or less like, instead of putting you in the game, it's bringing the game out to you. Which is, I think that's a cool concept. Like, I like that idea. Now, if they can implement that along with augmented reality, oh my gosh, they'd have it set. Now, for me, I like the idea of Nintendo taking the cardboard design and idea, and again implementing it in other games. Like, make a Legend of Zelda game where you have a cardboard Hylian sword. Wow. Cardboard Hylian shield and the Master Sword, along with like the boots Link, like a couple boots that Link wears, or just like the leg things like they did with the robot game, where it's just something that you can wrap around your leg real quick, but it's still connected to the cardboard with the pulley and strings, so it still adapts to your body's movements. Like, that would be awesome. And allow it for it to be ambidextrous, where you can wear the sword or the shield on either arm, and it'll register that way. But like, it just registers one Joy-Con as the sword and one as the shield. Like, cool, fine with me. Another game that would be great for this, and it's one that I want to see come back, Punch Out. Like, make a new Punch Out, and they can use again same stuff. And just to go and say, the robot game is actually Project Big Robot from the Wii U. It looks a lot better, it moves a lot smoother, and it's far more interactive than it was with just using the gamepad to turn and make your robot slowly punch something else. Now you're actually destroying buildings and wrecking stuff like in Rampage, but in 3D. So I for one love the concept. It says Zelda, Punch Out, Metroid. Now, like, these don't even have to be like the full on games. These could just be like mission based games where you take the role of the particular character in that franchise, or more or less you are I guess you're a stand-in avatar for those characters. Like, I like that. Like, I would personally enjoy the heck out of that, especially if they kind of tweak the concept for Federation forces, where you are a Federation soldier utilizing a technology adapted off of Samus's Various suit, and they give you the stuff to put on. It'd be like, and you have your little arm cannon, but inside the arm cannon they have like little switches that you can press with your fingers. Like, and they can do it with the cardboard boxes, but like, and then in this sense, these pieces of cardboard could actually already have the designs on them that give the intended effect for the game, instead of just being like the cardboard is for Labo. Like, so I'm looking at this like there's a lot of possibilities there, and I think honestly it'd be great if they could go ahead and do that. Like, oh, and the granddaddy of them all that I want to see come back, F-Zero. Like, give me like a little fake cockpit that I can put together and put the Switch in it, or put the Joy-Cons in it, or the Switch, depending on how you want to play. If you want to play with it close up on you can put the Switch in like a little piece that would be in like the dashboard of the cockpit, or you can just have it in your have it in the dock and play it on the screen, on your TV screen. Either one works for me. Like, but I think allowing the versatility for both would be fun. And then you basically have your own cockpit racer, and it would be F-Zero, and that would be awesome for me. Like, it doesn't necessarily have to be set up so that you can just play it that one way, but have it so that you can do both. I'd be ecstatic. I know a lot of people would be ecstatic for that. Like, oh man, I can play F-Zero as if I'm actually driving the You don't know how many people would die over that, just to be able to have that possibility, to be able to actually, like, they're sitting in the cockpit of their own F-Zero racer, and they're gunning down. Like, I would enjoy that experience. Like, it's just so much stuff. Like, and then like with third party companies and Capcom, this is a big opportunity for you, and y'all should partner with Nintendo and do this. But you should partner with Nintendo and take some of your older IPs and some of your more familiar, more famous IPs and make games around this concept. Like, there were like people talking about wanting a first-person Mega Man game when they were working on that remake, the second remake of the original Mega Man X, where they were going to do Maverick Hunt. What was it called? Maverick Hunters. Take that concept, add this to it. You have a hit on your hands. And it would fit in line with what I was just talking about with doing Metroid. And you could have the arm cannon, like have somebody build the arm cannon, and then they can stick their forearm into it. Just make sure that it only fits up to the forearm, and that it's possibly slightly adjustable, because not everybody's the same size. But have it fit around your arm. But you can put your hand in it, and then there are like little tabs you can push on that give you different effects for the Buster. Like, say you hold all of the tabs down, and X's Buster charges and he shoots once you release it. Like, there's a lot of things that they can do with this. Like, and that's just a simple, quick idea just thrown together. There's a lot that they could do with it. Like EA, Konami, all of you guys could utilize this and make some amazing games if you actually wanted to let your teams put the effort in, and you would actually partner with Nintendo. There's a lot of money to be made there. And like, and y'all got like Nintendo's like looking at everybody else like 90% of the gaming industry. We're gonna sell you games with amazing graphics and they're gonna be glitchy as all hell. And Nintendo's like, we're gonna make you buy cardboard to play video games. Whole new concept. We're gonna make you buy cardboard to play video games. Think about that as thinking outside the box. Then on top of that, they could make a whole slew of different like fitness video games that kind of use the same kind of layout for the body, which is, again, the robot game gives you the perfect template for it to be started. Like, it literally gives you the best template for it, where you can have all of your limbs be able to be utilized, and and it tracks head motion, everything. Like, they have something here that can be amazing. And then if you truly want virtual reality with one of these things, all they have to do is find a way to add lenses. Like, add lenses to the cardboard, which shouldn't actually be hard because Google Cardboard, it's already a thing. It's been out there. Literally, just dock the Switch in the front of it and have the screen be able to be split with the lenses. It's just basically remake the same headset, but add the dual lenses to it and put it on your head. I mean, I wouldn't recommend that, but again, it's a possibility. It's something that can be done. And then you basically fully be in virtual reality. I mean, with some cardboard on you, but hey, you could be fully immersed. You could be fully pulled in. That is the point. Though I don't think a 720 screen is preferable for it, but I mean, it could be done. It can be utilized, especially if they did the games the right way. So, I mean, I personally just see a lot of potential with this. And I think it's actually a pretty cool concept. But then again, I'm a Nintendo fanboy. I would think everything that they do is awesome and amazing, right? Nah. Even though I've called them out several times on some stuff I thought was bull. But, you know, I would like to see it happen. I would like to see third parties jump on board with this concept and take it to their games and be like, what can we do here that'll make this even better? Or completely bring brand new games out, whether it's an older franchise or not. Brand new games that just utilize this concept, and there are a lot of possibilities for it. But I think I've gabbed on enough about how great Labo is as a concept. I just want to see how well it works out. But I think this is how Nintendo is going to make that 20 million units, because they're going to know families are going to want to get it. And then there are families with multiple children, so some families might get more than one Switch just to have more than one set of these Labo things. Especially when you look at it in the possibility of some of the games being multiplayer, whether it's local or online multiplayer, and the Switch is set up perfectly for local multiplayer with every Switch being able to link to it directly to another one. They have this set. They have this set so that you can take on other people playing these games. They have literally the perfect setup for this with this one little tablet that they designed everything around. And the people that laughed at the idea that the Switch was a tablet, Nintendo has basically done exactly as I said that they would do, and make a ton of different accessories for it that can sell and that can be great concepts in and of themselves as individual things. I called it last year when I saw with the Switch, not last year, the year before last, called it in 2016 after they revealed the Switch and said, this thing was designed to make you buy accessories. Who was right? But that's it. Thank you guys very much for listening. Keep your eyes and ears out for more stuff from me. And until the next time, please enjoy your games. And peace out.